Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Real Talk Focus. Today, we're just going to be talking about just current events that are happening. Uh, like you guys know, the COVID situation, COVID-19. Now, most recently, the wildfires are going down throughout the West Coast, all the way throughout California, up here in Oregon. It just seems the whole West Coast is up in flames.
Man.
And just everything, the rioting that's going on all around the country. Pretty much just starting off. What are your thoughts on COVID?
Man, this COVID stuff, man, it's crazy because it seems like with this COVID, it seems like they're trying to keep, in my opinion, keep us locked down, try to restrict us, limit us.
Gotcha.
Even though they're saying it's like a huge virus and everything.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy how like something like this type of epidemic can keep us confined in a way.
Right. Yeah.
And so it's just crazy, gotta wear this mask, everywhere I go, the stores I go to.
Gotcha.
And then now at my work, we gotta check our temperatures now.
Oh yeah.
To make sure
with the little machine thing.
Yeah, with that machine.
Is that what they have?
Yeah, that's what they have. Yep. Point at your forehead.
Right.
It's like, don't point that thing at me, man.
What if they were pointing at your head and just every time they check your temperature, they're actually like erasing your memory slowly?
Oh, bro, that's what crazy. That's what crazy shit.
No, but yeah, I seen that. I haven't had to experience that, but yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I see. But yeah, with my opinion too, definitely. There is, unfortunately, I feel like there is, a such thing as a virus, but especially if they're putting it out there as much as they do.
Yeah.
But I do feel like it, just because I don't know, I feel like it all has to come down to with what's going on, the whole situation. With the re-elections happening.
Oh yeah, that too.
It's like I feel like there's the war in between like who's gonna have power next.
Yes.
Like I really feel like that's what's going on right now. Like that's my opinion, is like there's a war on which side is gonna continue having power. Yeah. And which side is trying to take that power.
Yeah.
Because there's always been a form of control, over the people within our society, from what I've seen and what I think, and what it looks like to me. But yeah, definitely, COVID has been pushed out there. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people, and I've heard a lot of people have been affected by it, and there's been deaths by it. But then you hear things that also on the news that contradict that. There's a lot of people, hospitals and different locations that are classifying even certain deaths that weren't even related to COVID as a COVID death,
Yeah,
like
that's true.
People getting into a car accident and dying from that, then they go to the hospital, get tested, and then they say, "Oh, this death was related to COVID," when it really wasn't.
Right, exactly.
There's a lot of things out there that are misleading or tell you one side and a different side. So that's when I look at that. And it makes me think like, well, there's definitely one side saying it's not that bad, another side saying, oh, it is that bad. Mm-hmm. And then when, just in my personal experience, honestly, I feel like a lot of people within my own community that I see all the time, if it was really that like contagious and that, we don't get it, you don't get it as quick, or the people that I know or that I've been around are not getting it. It's like they make it seem like it's so bad that you need to watch out. And then I go to like to restaurants, and they let you go in. You have your mask, but then once you sit at the table, you can take your mask off. And I'm just like, what? And it's full of people. It's like I've been down to Las Vegas. I was over there. They're doing the whole mask thing too, and I respect that. I respect people that wear them and all that. Like I respect people's opinions, how they feel about it. Of course, 100%. Because we all have different opinions on it. But then like I see that and go to certain stores or restaurants, mainly restaurants,
Yeah.
and then you just sit down at your table and you can take your mask off and it's all cool.
That's crazy.
You know, it's like, come on,
Yeah.
man. Like, you know,
Yeah.
that's when you realize, like, I
Yeah.
don't
Is it
know,
that
like,
serious?
you know, is it really that? You know, but then, you know, like, it kind of makes you think, like, yeah, you know, it is used as a form of control.
Yeah.
Just because a lot of things are coming out, you know, a lot of things are coming out that people with power have done, you know, and
Yeah.
even I'm sure a lot of people have seen, even within mainstream and like entertainment business, there's a lot of talk in that industry how it's so bad and a lot of
Right.
pedophilia and
Yeah. That's more reaching
uh,
to surface
you
now,
know, and
and it's
like
crazy.
and more like um, sexual abuse and stuff
Oh
like that
man.
within there, and then just with the whole again that we've talked about before, the whole Epstein
Oh
thing. You know,
yeah.
it's a person that
Epstein.
has power, a person that had money, that has connections to higher levels,
Right.
politicians, people who were presidents at one point. You know, and that were supposedly in a meeting with that person. You know,
Yeah.
and something like that doesn't. You know, a person like that, I feel like just doesn't kill himself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And in my opinion, you know, it doesn't just kill himself just because.
Yeah.
It's
I,
because he has a lot of information. So
yes.
when a person has a lot of information and it's vital information,
Yeah.
you gotta
Oh yeah, they
close
gotta
them out.
cut them
You
out.
gotta cut
Yeah,
them out. You
I
know?
agree. You know,
Mhm.
it's coverage.
Right.
You know, it's a cover up.
Right. And so it's like, you know, what's when there's a lot of information getting out there that makes people realize like, whoa, what kind of world do I really live in?
Yeah.
You know, the people who have power, what are they really doing? You know, the people
Right.
who I look up to, what are they doing?
Yeah.
Like, what is really going
Yeah.
on?
Behind the scenes.
You start looking into the
Yeah.
surf, you know, under the, you know, you start pulling back that veil and seeing
Yeah.
behind the doors, and you start realizing, whoa, you know, like
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff going on. So when you see that and you see a lot of fighting back and forth, and no, there's not this, obviously there's something going on.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know,
Yeah.
or else it wouldn't be so much back and forth. And this party said that, this group doesn't do this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, I mean, yeah, with the COVID thing, I just don't, man, I just don't think, in my opinion, is that bad. It's
Right.
more used as a political thing, as a way to keep people in fear.
Yes.
Um,
So true.
you know, and that's my opinion. You know, because
I
you know, again, like I've said before, you know, we live in a society where fear is strong. They push that
Oh yeah.
a lot on us, you know,
Yeah.
and just to be scared and to have a scared mentality, you know.
Yeah, and it's easy, especially when because you know we've been living in fear for a long time
Right.
with the government systems,
Yeah.
and so it's so easy to put fear on us because
Right.
they can say anything because they have that authoritative power,
Right.
or they believe that they have.
Right.
So since they have that authoritative power, they think they can push anything that's gonna fear us.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
and it's crazy, bro.
Right. No. Yeah.
You know?
And another thing is just, you know, that with the fires and all that,
Man, yeah, the wildfires, bro.
you know, you realize like it's like they, you know, with the masks and all that stuff, you know, they tell you to stay inside, especially you see the air quality. You can
Oh,
go
yeah.
online and it tells you how the air
Yeah.
quality is. You know, it starts off like 50, and then we're right now between anywhere like at times it could be 176. I think it's PM2 or something like that,
Mhm.
particle matter within the air.
Okay, yeah,
That's how they measure it.
right.
And if you're between like 176 to like 300, it's unhealthy.
Yeah.
Unhealthy, you know. It's
Yeah.
hazardous. Once you get to like 300, where we've been at almost 400,
Man.
it's like dangerous, you know, hazardous. You do not go outside because that affects your lungs,
Yeah.
your heart, and all that stuff. You
Yeah.
know, it's like it can hurt you really bad.
Yeah, you're breathing
You know,
it in.
bringing it in.
All that
you know,
toxins.
it's like exactly. You know, and that's common sense. You know, that's how you know when firefighters go into a burning house, they
Yeah.
have the gas mask, they
Yeah.
have the oxygen, so they could breathe in there. You know,
Yeah.
it's pretty much the same thing. And you know, you get it's just smoke insulation or insulation.
Yeah.
You know, that can affect you and hurt you and kill you at times. You know, that's how some firemen die is because they breathe in too much smoke, they get killed by. You know.
Yeah.
But then you know you have those masks, and they don't help with anything.
Right.
The kind of mask that you need to wear to block out this stuff, the smoke and the particles that are in there,
Right.
is an actual mask that filters
Yeah.
the air. You know, that is enclosed, that has filters on it. You know, not
Right.
just a little
Yeah.
cloth over your face.
Right.
And so that another thing, it makes you think. It's like, okay, if like if there is this microscopic organism, COVID, that
Mm-hmm.
is out there and is
Yeah.
so contagious, and we need to stay apart from each other. How is a cloth mask going to filter that?
Right.
You know, how I just don't. And when we can see the smoke and it affects us and it can hurt us, you know,
Yeah.
you need something to filter the air, to actually filter what's coming in.
Right.
So it's actually, you need different masks. You need something. So if it was that serious, I feel like they would push
Yeah.
and it would make
Yeah.
certain masks that actually will protect people.
Protect.
The
Yes.
ones that actually have filters, air filters on them. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I agree.
And
Yeah.
that's something that they would give to people and actually produce in large amounts so people could be actually protected.
Right.
If it was something that was so contagious and so,
Yes.
oh my god.
Yeah, because if it was that contagious, they would, like you said, they would require that type of mask.
Right. Right.
So
And I get some people will say, it helps to stop it or mitigate it, or slow the spread, blah blah blah. But when you really, like, again, you get into situations where restaurants are letting you in, and you put the mask on when you come in, but then you sit at your table and you can take it off, but there's still a bunch of people in the restaurant. The air's not being filtered. The air's not being, what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, come on,
y'all
man.
in like the same environment.
Yeah, and
the
then
same place.
same thing with grocery stores. Nobody is 100% of the time 6 feet apart.
Right.
Everybody's
That's
touching the same stuff.
Yeah, that's
all
true.
day, every day,
Yep.
throughout the day, 24/7, all day long. It's like, come on, man. Like, it's can you get a kind of think critically? It's like there's more to this than just trying to protect the people from something. No, there's something else going on. We have to pay attention. And yeah, it's unfortunate with these wildfires because then you hear that sometimes there's people starting it.
Yeah.
And I mean, one thing that I kind of noticed about the fire that was happening in Bend, that main one that's gotten so huge,
Yeah.
is that I noticed it on the 1st of September, the beginning of this month,
Dang.
because I was traveling that way.
Yeah.
And I didn't see it, but on the map, on the GPS, it said, your route might be affected by this fire. And I went through there, but I wasn't, I didn't see no huge fires. So my question is, why wasn't that fire being attacked? Like, why weren't they attacking that fire, like, head on,
Right?
Like nonstop, when it was way smaller, what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when I came back into town like a week later or so, still nothing like huge. Yeah, I could kind of see like haze in the sky a little bit, just a little bit, like when I went through that area, but nothing like crazy how it got, And then 4 or 5 days later, when I was here in town, then it started getting worse, but then that was like a week and a half later.
Yeah.
So and then you see fires getting started all up and down, kind of Salem and like a Lincoln area,
Tillamook. Lincoln area, Tillamook.
The fire over in that happened in Hag Lake,
Man, yeah, even the Oregon coast.
Yeah, so it's just like and I don't know, I feel like it wasn't attacked, like it wasn't paid attention to the way it should have been. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think there's more to it. Like there's always agenda to it.
Right.
All these things are going on. I feel like again, there's just things to either keep people in. I mean, yeah, it's happening, of course, and it sucks because a lot of people are losing their homes. Their livelihood, and we already got the COVID situation, which affected a bunch of people. You can't work, you can't do what you were doing before. And so it's.
Yeah.
And at times I feel like it's just what's going on because of the whole, who's going to have power and politics, which side is losing power and which side is trying to gain that power back, And so I feel like it's a war that we don't see at times. A lot of us don't see that war that's going on.
Right. Yeah. They try to keep it closed off.
Right.
And I'm glad you mentioned that, bro, because around this time, it has to be a COVID.
Right.
It has to be the riots.
Right.
Black Lives Matter.
Right.
And now just wildfires.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You told me these three things just currently happen.
Right.
So the year 2020 been kind of just awkward.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I mean,
And
again, it's just that I really feel like it's that. In my opinion, I feel
yeah,
like it's a fight for power. Who's gonna
yeah,
have power? And so there's always been that one side that
yeah.
has kept power for a long time,
Oh yeah,
and the other
yeah.
side is trying to win power.
Right.
But again, I've always, like I've said before, I really believe I've never really seen any politician or president try to change anything for the better of the
Right.
people.
Yeah, it's been the same.
You know,
Nothing changed.
when the government was created, it was created by the people for the
Yeah,
people, and the
yeah.
people were the ones that were dictating who was truly going to go
Right.
into office. They had control.
Yeah.
You know, and then once big corporations and um, uh, big banks
Yeah.
started coming into play and started having power and actually taking over that,
Oh yeah.
kind of seeing the government and politicians, because I feel like every single president should wear like a, like, how like the NASCAR players,
Oh
like
yeah.
the racers, they have their jacket and
Yeah,
they have every single company that they're sponsored by.
yeah, the patches
I
of
feel
the
like
companies.
every
Yeah.
single president should wear one of those and shows how every single company that sponsors them, because that's how it is now.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
bought.
He's all about the money
They're
these
bought
days.
for already.
Yeah.
A lot of those people, and so, which sucks, but you don't notice it, you don't realize it because they don't publicize that.
Yeah.
Of course not. Because then you got those companies trying to put out their own agenda. Trying
Yeah.
to sell their own stuff
Yeah.
through that politician. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it sucks what it has become.
Man.
Because I just haven't noticed anything that has really changed for the better of the population. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and
To
and
better humanity.
yeah, not at all.
You know?
And I've said it before. It's just,
Of course. Yeah. Yeah.
I just haven't seen that at all, and it doesn't seem like anything has gotten better. So there's definitely, that's why I say a lot that it's on us as people, as the people,
Yes.
the always the 9 to 5ers, the all dayers, the ones that we never complain, we just do our job, and you go for it our whole lives. That
Yeah.
we need to do something. We need to be a little bit more observant of what's going on. Not be scared to voice our opinions and
Yeah.
voice what we think or our concerns within what they're doing. Our leaders,
Yeah.
because again, nothing has changed.
Right.
Nothing has changed.
And a voice is one of the powerfulest tools we have as well.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
once you start, like you said, voicing our opinions, that voice will create some type of movement.
Yeah.
And of course it's
Right.
gonna take time, but
Right.
at least have a voice.
Yeah.
And everybody that was like inspirational leaders,
Right.
that impact others,
Yeah.
inspired others, they all had a voice.
Exactly.
And they wasn't scared to use that voice,
Right.
no matter the outcome.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's like out there for you guys out there who's ever listening. Yeah, just have a voice the opinion.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that's all it is.
Yeah, and I really feel like we should push for that. Push
Yeah.
for a different world, man. Because it's the way it's being created. It's just ridiculous. They're really
Yeah.
trying to push this whole distance thing. Always keep your distance from everybody. Now our children have to do schooling from home.
From home.
From computers. You don't even have interactions with your friends, with human beings, with another
Yeah.
human being.
Yeah, close them off.
You know what I'm saying?
Close
It's like that's
off.
ridiculous, and that will just man. When I think about that, it will just create such for the future, for their future. If it continues that way, and that
Yeah.
whole distance thing, and you stay at home, and we're gonna school from home, and have no interaction with nobody, it would be the most. It's gonna be the most awkward, most
Yeah.
awkward beings that we're going to create in the future,
Yeah.
beings that don't even know how to socialize, don't even know how to communicate properly, that don't even know how to express themselves
Right.
freely, as a human being, emotionally, spiritually, everything, mentally,
Yeah.
and communicate, with another human being, interact, and
Yeah.
it's just going to create a massive, just even worse individuals and human beings within our society. I feel like
Yeah.
it's just gonna be so bottled up, so locked in, so okay, yes, okay,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. And I feel like that's gonna be the worst. That's the worst thing that can
Yeah.
happen.
It is because then it's stripping them if it does happen like that, for the
Right.
next generation,
Right.
it's stripping them from exploration,
Right.
exploring themselves, exploring others
Exactly.
that they because you can find yourself in others as well,
Yeah.
based on
Exactly.
qualities and
Right.
characteristics.
Yep.
So that's like you said, with all this closing off and
Yeah.
being stripped from interaction and
Right.
activity, it's gonna be a place of dormancy.
Yeah.
You
Exactly,
know,
bro.
yeah,
And
and
it's
it's crazy, bro.
yeah, and it's not good, man. It's not
Yeah,
good at all. It's not
yeah,
good at all.
yeah,
At all. So I really, that's why I just don't. I don't believe in that whole agenda at all. It's not going
yeah,
to create anything positive for our future as a
yeah.
society, as human beings.
Right.
None of that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Because again, we can, as human beings, sometimes we close ourselves off to
right.
just the norm and what we know. Some of us will stay in the same city our whole lives
Yeah,
and never ever venture off. So
yeah,
imagine being so closed off where you
man.
don't even leave. You just go to the store and your home and that's it. And then
Yeah.
store, your home, work, that's it. Store, your home, work, that's
Oh
it.
my
Store, your work,
gosh.
that's it. And then you don't explore no more because there's gonna be some kind of crazy disease out there that
Yeah,
everybody has, or this group has, or they're more contagious, or he's more contagious. Well, I don't know if I could trust this person because they're coughing, or he sneezed. Oh no, it's
yeah, yeah.
you
For
can't even
real.
have a common cold anymore. You
Damn.
can't even have common allergies anymore because
Right.
it's this monstrous disease that's
Yeah.
spreading and
It.
taking over the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy because sometimes, like, if sometimes I do need to sneeze. Of course,
Yeah.
I'm human. We all got to
Right.
sneeze. But when I'm
Yeah.
in the stores, I try to hold it in
Yeah.
because I don't want nobody pointing. Saying, "Oh, you got COVID. You get checked." And it's like, no, I don't even like that. I'm just sneezing or I'm just sniffing my nose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all
And
it is.
that's the thing too, man. It's like it's not like this stuff is a law wearing a mask.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
it's what do they call it? A
Like
mandate.
mandatory.
It's a
Yeah.
mandate.
Mandate.
It's like
Yeah.
you could choose to wear it or not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But then the fact that we're so caught up in fear,
Yeah.
we're fear of being judged.
Yeah.
We're scared of being judged and pointed at as like, hey, look at you. You're not
Yeah.
wearing a mask. Oh,
Yeah.
you're evil. You're this and that and then. Instead of really trying to understand a person,
Man.
really trying to understand maybe what's truly going on,
Yeah.
looking at things through a different perspective. I get we trying to protect each other and stuff like that and trying to protect people, but there's more to it, man.
Right.
There's way more to it. And there's so many things that we should have been changing if we're really going to protect each other as human beings.
Yeah.
You know, individually we could change so many things by ourselves to protect ourselves and
Oh yeah.
improve our perspectives to other people or how we see other people or different groups or whatever it is.
Yeah.
There's so many things within our society that we could change to truly protect ourselves as human beings.
Right.
The way we, just operate sometimes within our society. We could change so many things that will help us improve,
Yeah.
help us live longer, help
Right.
us explore life to its fullest.
Right.
And not
Yeah.
just be
I
so
agree.
just boxed into just one location. There's
Yeah.
so many things we can improve and within our society just as individuals and to be able to grow more.
Right.
But I just feel like the way we're going right now is not it's not
Yeah.
the way at all.
Well,
Not the way
yeah.
at all.
It's man. This subject is crazy because man, we can talk about many things that relates to this.
Right.
Especially the inactivity.
Right.
You know, it's also limiting our proactive strategies,
Yeah.
being proactive.
Right.
But
Exactly.
now they're trying to shut us down and make us inactive.
Right.
And like we talked about many times before, but I just have to mention it is, in our generation, we're more raised in communion.
Yeah.
And to me, if you break down the word communion, it's having a union with the community.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Exactly.
Building a union with the community.
Right.
And then where we all get together, no matter what culture, background,
Exactly.
belief systems,
Right.
doesn't matter your weaknesses or strengths, we still come together and form a union.
Right.
A union to get to know each other and to see if we can build a platform
Right.
with each other, the platform of growth,
Right. Yeah.
and just unlearning ourselves,
Yeah.
unlearning the old habits of ourselves and old mentality, in creating uh, new habits,
Yeah.
new characteristics.
Exactly.
But in our generation, it was more of we're able to do that, but also with interaction with other people in the community.
Yeah.
Because then we can all learn from them.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
Exactly. Because
uh,
like I said, now it's more being pushed. You can even see it in commercials. The whole
man,
the new normal, the new normal,
yeah,
the new normal, the
damn,
new normal.
bro,
Hey, the new normal. It's like, the fuck.
it's
What the fuck
crazy.
you mean the new normal? This is not gonna be no new normal. It can't be this way. It
Yeah,
cannot stay like this where we're just staying in our homes and through everything through computers and our phones and
bro,
that
it's
cannot be new normal because that's gonna destroy our society, our
yeah,
way of being a human being.
yeah,
You know what I mean? It's just
yeah,
gonna destroy it at the end of the day is gonna destroy us as human
right,
beings.
yeah,
You know, and and at times it sucks because we as human beings we get caught up so much in like, oh, okay, well they're doing it, so I got to do it.
yeah,
And then again we get the fear of rejection, the fear of being called this and not being the follower and being the outcast or the outsider or the one that's not doing what is supposed to be
right.
done. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
normal.
yeah, the normal, yeah,
You
the
know what I mean?
normal, yeah,
It's just
it's crazy,
yeah,
man. Because I was gonna say something to that too, because with me, I can't just stay in the house all day long. Like
right.
I gotta
No,
take a walk.
yeah,
I gotta go jogging or just take a walk in like Mother Nature somewhere. You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? Because that's just me.
Yeah,
I can't just be closed in on a
no,
computer, on my phone, social media. Because that drives me nuts. I'm like,
right,
no, no, I urge you, like, get out and do something,
right,
anything. I gotta step outside.
exactly.
I mean, so,
Yeah, and
and knowing
that's
that, my bad to cut you off,
no, you're good. You're good.
but it just leads to knowing that we all have an expiration date,
Right,
including me,
right.
of course. I
Yeah,
have an expiration date on this planet.
yeah,
We all do.
right.
So, like, I do like to go outside and do something
Exactly.
instead of just being on TV or on this technology all day long.
Right.
You know,
Right. Because it's not
it's
good. I
like,
mean, it's
yeah,
unfortunately the way our technology has been used. It's just been used to keep us more silent,
yeah,
more again less communicative with each other.
yeah,
It's been used the wrong way.
right.
Technology has been misused,
Oh yeah,
and all this
definitely.
technology has just been produced in the wrong way because it's been produced to be within the system, which is a monetary system, which is
Right.
based on money
Yeah.
and power and
Yep.
who has the most and who has, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So again, like, because again, even if you look at Nikolai Tesla
Oh yeah,
and you actually look
man,
at what he did
incredible.
and read some of the things that he created back in the
Yeah,
1900s,
yeah, the blueprints.
you know what I mean? He
Like,
created so
yeah,
many things that were going to improve. He used technology to improve humanity,
yeah,
not to, for do what it is now,
yeah.
enslave humanity, pretty much.
Right,
You know
that's
what
what
I
it
mean?
is. Yeah,
It's like he created wireless energy, cell phones, all that back in the
yeah.
1900s.
That's crazy.
And what he was doing is trying to share that energy for everybody. It was gonna be
Yeah,
free energy
yeah,
for everybody. It was
yeah.
gonna be free
Yeah, free
because it's
source.
possible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And he discovered that then that the Earth provides energy,
Yes.
and doing certain having certain technology and using it the right way, you can use that energy in sync with the Earth
Yeah.
and improve and have everybody have free energy,
That's
electricity
awesome.
everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he put up the towers. I forget what he called the tower, but
Mm.
yeah, if you look up Nikolai Tesla, and he invented lasers, free energy, uh, the the um, the AC motor,
Mhm.
the one that's what we use
What we
now.
use now. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're
It's
still we're
crazy.
living in literally in like as cavemen in a sense of where we
Yeah.
could truly be right now.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
if you really think about it, you see the things that and read the things that he created back in the 1900s.
Yeah.
We're
It's
behind.
crazy.
We're so behind because of this current system that's been placed for a long time. This monetary system has just been created for money. Who has power? Who's going to create power?
Yeah.
Who's going to have power? Who's just going to hold on to it, and that's it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it wasn't created for
so everybody can have, because we can all have. There's enough space for
Oh
everybody
yeah, there's
on this earth.
abundance
There
in
really
this
is.
world.
But yeah, I mean, just knowing those things,
Yeah.
knowing where we're at right now, where we could be as a society, as human beings, we are, man, we have been pushed back.
Oh
You know?
yeah. Yeah.
And so that's why with these current things and the way everybody's so separated, and it continues to be more separating by these different factions and groups, and oh, hey, him and her, oh, you don't believe in this, well, F you, I'm not going to talk to you no more. Well, you don't believe in this group, then you know what, I'm not going to talk to you. Well, don't talk to me because you said this, or oh, you said that about this president, or this president and that president and this president, I'm not going to talk to you.
Man.
Come on, man. We gotta realize that there's more going on. They're trying to create separation, and that's not what's needed. We the people know what we need and what we lack. We need to stand by that and realize that we need to try to fight to change that and try to push to change that. I know it's easy to get comfortable. I know it's a lot easier to just sit back and do nothing and just continue the routine. Absolutely,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
Because we do that our whole lives. We've been taught to do that. We've been conditioned to do that. But we can change it. We can change it by just doing gradual things and step by step.
Exactly. Yeah.
But and realize that things are not the way they're supposed to be, and things haven't been the way they're supposed to be for a long time.
Oh yeah.
And just all this back and forth, and what's going on right now with who's going to be the president next. I stopped believing in presidents a long time
right.
ago.
Oh, a long time ago.
A long time ago. That's why I'm in like a neutral zone when it comes to that, because again, I don't believe in them anymore. There's not a savior that's going to come and save us, and no, it's us. It's the people we need to push to try to fight for that power back. That's how this government was created, for the people, by the people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we had to take that power back.
Yeah. We're supposed to like actually fight as well.
Yeah.
Like you said, take that power back. So we're supposed to fight and stand our ground as well.
Right. And then because again, it's when you think about it, it's like none of these companies that we're so loyal to, Target, Fred Meyers, Wenco, all these companies, the clothing, the brand names, all this.
Yeah.
They don't care about us. They don't care about you. They don't care about they don't care about you, as long as you keep on being a loyal customer and putting your money in there and blah, 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 blah. They don't care, because if they did, they would put all that money that they gained through all the people, all the millions that they got, they would do more for the people in our communities.
Right.
Same thing with a lot of people who are entertainers. If they truly cared about their communities, they would put more into the communities. Our world would be so different.
It will. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It would be so different if they truly cared about their communities,
Yeah.
Same thing with, unfortunately, I'm not saying religion is bad, because the word is great when it's in there. It's in that book, and the word, if you truly read it and diagnose it and connect with it, it's real. But unfortunately, I feel like a lot of churches have stepped back, and they haven't really done a lot. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them, not all of them out there,
Right.
but
Yeah.
there's a lot.
But there's a lot as well
that haven't, that taken that power and taken it for granted and misused their power.
Right.
And what they're truly supposed to do.
Yeah.
Because a lot of churches out there, I've seen churches in cities that take blocks.
Yeah.
But yeah, you still got homeless people over here, over there.
Right. Exactly.
I'm just like, wow.
Yeah. Because with me, that's crazy. Because with me, like I think I said before, there's a difference between religion and connection,
right,
or relationship.
Yeah.
And with me, well, I used to go to church before this COVID happened. I go to church, but I didn't go to church for just because it was just like a routine.
Right.
I just went to church because I actually put my mind, my spirit, heart, and soul into the word.
Right.
Exactly. So the thing is, like churches, a lot of churches are corrupted.
Right.
Because they don't take the church home.
Right. Exactly.
They go to church.
Yeah.
But they don't but they don't build a foundation of the church in their home.
Exactly, bro. That's 100% right there. And that's what it is, man. When you see those things, and, it makes you think, and it makes you realize that a lot of, as with certain people that have control over churches,
Right.
people that have control over government and politicians and cities, and they have misplaced their power.
Yes,
You know, they're
that's true.
misusing their power.
Oh
A
yeah.
lot of them.
Yeah.
You know, and you can tell, you can see it. You know what I'm saying? Because we're
Yeah.
not supposed to be living this way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
We're not
true.
supposed to be living in this current system that we're in. It's not. It's not made to
Right.
make people progress. You know.
Yeah.
It
Right.
makes inconsistent people, makes, you know, people who are, again, you can see it. You see it all up in our phones. People
Yeah.
hate this, hate you, F you, forget you
Man.
because you don't do this, but that. When they're forgetting the big picture, you know, we're
Yeah.
all human beings. We
Right.
all go through
Exactly.
struggles. We all go through our mishaps. We all go through our downs, our ups. We all get down. We all get beat down. We all
Right.
go through our you know, those struggles that we each encounter in our lives. You know,
Right.
we all
Yeah.
go through them. You know, we all
Yeah.
hit rock bottom at times.
Of
We
course.
all, again, like we've talked before, you know, things happen to us that have changed our perspective, our mindset,
Right.
and we should be able to see that and realize that, you know, we're human beings. We
Yeah.
all go through it. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
And those are the times I believe when all of us when we do hit rock bottom,
Mm-hmm.
those are the times we should stay really connected to each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
it's the struggle time, just the hard times that makes us more stronger. You know,
Yeah.
and it also makes us more empowered.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
and so like I said before too, the good times are great. Don't get me wrong,
Oh yeah.
but everybody's happy when the good times are coming.
Right.
What do we do when the hard times coming?
Right.
You know, because the hard times reveals our true nature
Exactly.
in a way.
Yeah.
It's so like, okay, this is what he's going through.
Right.
You look all cool and dope out in society. Donnie looks all hooked up, dressed up, whatever.
Right.
But then I seen this dude hit rock bottom.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I seen those things I need to work on, and I seen him to what things he need to learn and focus on, and
Yeah.
so
Right.
yeah. So like you said, we all hit rock bottom, but
Right.
we all should not be just separated and divided.
Yeah.
You know,
we.
and it's like
Yeah, and that's what, you know. That's when you see that we have a problem with communication.
yeah.
You know, communication. You know, it's one of the worst things that we are all as a society, as people, we're bad at is communicating
Yeah.
properly.
Yeah. That's
you
so
know,
true.
Without
Yeah.
really, because somebody can communicate, but then the feelings start coming into motion. You start
Yeah.
getting angry. You
That's
start,
true.
"Ah,"
Yeah.
and
Yeah, yo.
but then it doesn't need. We don't need all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We should be. We've said it before, but it's just that you realize that there's more going on than what truly meets the eye.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
it's
And
true.
so it's like, but yeah, man, with all this going on, it opens if you're able to see it from both sides, diagnose it and look at it from a bird's eye view and see how
Yeah.
everything's going on, you realize that there's more going on. There's
Yeah.
definitely a war for power. There's definitely a war trying to separate people even more and more
Yeah.
throughout the years. You see it,
Oh, yeah.
like you said, like when we were growing up, everybody was a little bit more in tune,
Oh yeah.
more connection. I remember, going to your friend's house, knocking on their door.
Yeah,
Running
exactly.
over here, over there. Oh, dang, he's at the park. All right.
Yeah.
You hardly even called your friends because,
Yeah.
people sometimes didn't even have a home phone or whatever. So,
Yeah.
knock
no.
at, is Michael here? No, he's at the park. I knew I should have gone to the park.
Yep.
And so you're more in tune. Oh, what do you guys want to do? Get it at your group, and you're in your
Yeah.
friends and you're all around them. What do you guys want to do? Oh, well, let's go to the park. Oh, let's ride bikes, or let's do this, or let's go play
Yeah.
basketball, or let's go. It's like now it's like that is being lost so bad, man. It's like
Yeah.
with this technology, it's being misused so bad.
Yeah.
But
Man.
yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. We just gotta continue trying to see the truth in everything. Trying to seek truth as
Right.
always, as we say. Seek truth. Always try to seek truth first within yourself.
Yes.
Don't lie to yourself.
Right.
First, when it comes to you, don't lie to yourself. Be real with yourself.
Yeah.
Know what you got to work on. Be able to hold yourself accountable for the things you say in your private times, the things you say to others. Because again, I really truly believe that our word is our bond.
Yeah.
Because
it's
at the end of
true.
the
I
day,
agree.
man, we can't take none of this with us.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, when we go, we can't take
Yeah.
none of this.
None
with
of
us.
this. Yep.
So if you're just your whole life a greedy materialistic person your whole life, what are you going to take with you? A bunch of just material? No.
Yeah.
What are you truly building throughout your life?
Right.
Nothing. And then at the end of the day, you don't have nobody around you because you spent your whole time just trying to collect valuables.
Yeah.
Things,
Possessions. Materialistic possessions.
You know.
You know. And oh no, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you good.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because that also leads to like, because in my belief, we're all spiritual beings.
Yeah.
So I'm a spiritual being inside a physical structure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Which means that I'm a physical body, but like I said before, I'm going to expire in this physical body.
Yeah.
My spirit's eternity. It's eternal.
Yeah.
So I got to keep reminding myself, like, the things I have, I can't hold on to them with a tight fist.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I got to have an open hand.
Yeah.
You know? And this is all about give and take, give and receive, give and receive. Exactly. Just like breathing, inhale, exhale, give and receive, give and receive. Exactly. And I believe we should be more on the giving side.
Yeah.
You know, from the heart.
Exactly.
Give from the heart.
Exactly.
You know, and generously give.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean, you know, and I say that because, you know, we used to be young, so I used to do that. Right. Like, oh, I want something in return, return. You know.
Exactly.
And I got older, and it's like, you know what? It's not like that.
Yeah. No.
Nah. Just give.
Exactly, and it has to be true. You know, it has to be.
It has to be true. Yeah.
Come from one, you know, within yourself.
Yeah.
You want to give. You know, and yeah, man. Again, you know, as long as we're seeking truth.
Yeah.
And again, we seek truth out here within our society because we all live in this month. You know what I mean? We all live in this mouth.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
You know, seek truth out there, man. And once you get yourself dialed in, you're squared again within yourself. Seek truth out there, you know. Seek truth in others, and keep, you know, pushing for positivity. Always positivity, man. Yeah. Never negativity, because it's baggage.
Yeah,
it is baggage. It does nothing for our growth as a person, as human beings, as a society. It doesn't do anything better, you know. So as long as we're pushing forward, you know, seeking truth all around, 360 degrees, seeking truth.
Yeah.
Knowledge. I feel like that's knowledge.
Knowledge,
you know? That's eternal knowledge, you know.
Yes.
Because you're seeking within yourself. You're changing those things that either hurt you, messed you up, change your mind to like a negative state. You know, you're trying to change that. You know, you're seeking knowledge. That is eternal knowledge. And then once you got that dialed in, to seek knowledge out there, you know, and then share that knowledge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, let's share it with each other. Let's communicate. Let's talk. Let's share what we got in our minds. You know, nobody's stupid out there. Ideas are not stupid. You know, anybody who thinks that your ideas are stupid is just a person who's dismissive and not in tune with themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not willing to accept somebody else's knowledge and information and take it in and diagnose it and just like, oh, okay, I could see how that could work. Oh man. But yeah, I mean, again, guys, that's another episode from us. Yeah. Stay true. Stay loyal to yourselves, and yeah, man.
Yeah, and on top of that, one last thing.
Yeah.
No matter what's going on in the world or in your world, in your environment, no matter what epidemic, like Cesar says, stay true to yourself, and work on what you want to become.
Yeah.
But gradually, baby steps.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing stopping you. The only thing stopping you could be the person in the mirror.
Right.
Trust me, I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
that's 100.
Yeah, you know.
Cool.
So.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching again.
Yeah.
Much love to everybody out there.
Yeah.
And like always, we'll catch you on that next one.
Yeah. Peace.